Hello, lovelies. So, you haven't heard from me in quite a while. and you may be aware that was because I was doing a show in the Edinburgh Festival. So, I'm currently having some downtime. And so, for this episode of Thank Goddess It's Friday, I felt to speak about heart, or home is where the heart is. And I'm currently in a beautiful home. It's not my home as such. It's a home that's been created by a dear friend. And when he welcomed me back and said, "Welcome home," it was just so healing to hear those words because, as you may know, I've been nomadic. And yeah, the community has been so welcoming. I've just had an instant social life, and after eating many meals alone this year in the 9 months while I created my show, which I needed that isolation, I needed that intense incubation time to birth such a big project. There was animation to storyboard, there was a musical score to compose and record, and there was a script to write, and costumes to design, sets to design. It was a huge project, and now that it's over, I am loving having some being time as opposed to doing time. And being time means that we can feel at home wherever we are. Years ago, when I was living in Bali, I came across an exercise by Byron Katie. Many of you will know her work. It's fantastic. And she suggests, if you want to get out of your head, if you're a doer, and I'm a doer, try this exercise where you sit down on the couch and you don't get up until you have a genuine impulse from the heart that says, "I feel like doing this." So instead of getting up, responding to a should or a to-do list in your mind, you stay seated until you get an authentic feeling that motivates you to get up and go and do that thing. And I did it for a week back in, it would have been 2018, I think. And it felt like being on holiday. Yeah, because I was on holiday from, my mind. And I think that's why we love going away, because when we're away from our shopping basket, or our laundry basket, away from, the endless jobs that need to be done when we're in our home environment, we have the freedom and the space to attune more to our feelings, to what it is we really feel like doing. So, yeah, an irony, how home can be both a haven for recuperation or a place that you need to escape in order to fill your cup again. So I'm going to show you around my friend Jonny's home a bit. I'm going to just turn this around. So first of all, this is where I'm sitting. There's my outlook, looking out on this garden. And yeah, isn't it lovely? And he's only renting, but he has poured his heart and soul into this place. And of course, the more love we put into a home, the more it gives back to us. Come and have a look at this gorgeous apple tree. She is so fecund. And she was... Oh, I've gone out. There we go. Away. There we go. I won't go too far out, away from the modem. That I picked up some of the apples that were starting to rot and cut out the brown bits, and I made an apple tea cake last night and shared that with friends. But yeah, I helped to tend this garden last summer, and when I returned, it had out of the bird feeder. Oh, better go back in closer here. There we go. I'm coming back in closer to the router. It had sprouted one single stalk with 12 sunflowers on it, and I was doing the 12 suns practices with men, so it felt like the garden welcoming me back. But yeah, I'm loving having a kitchen again. I've lived for most of this year without a kitchen, so it's such a pleasure. For me, cooking is like a creative meditation. and it's a love language. So I've really enjoyed making and sharing meals. And look, I'm soaking some lentils because I found out that they are great for hormonal imbalance, which I'm thrilled to know about. And also linseeds. I was pooing like a sheep the other day, so I've got them for constipation. But also they reduce hot flushes by 60%. Who knew in one study? So yeah, food is medicine. So Demeter, the Earth Mother aspect, is happy as a pig in mud right now. I'm just getting... She's the feminine archetype that governs the heart. So, you know, when our mind has exhausted us with loads and loads of tasks, to-do lists longer than toilet paper, you know, it's that we need to come home and be nurtured by our inner mother. Oh, this is his fridge. And there are some absolute gems on this gallery. This is probably one of my absolute favourites. We are each of us a wise guru in charge of a mental patient. Yes, indeed. And are we all just fucking nuts? Oh, this one is also a personal favourite. Thou shalt not judge because thou hast fucked up in the past also. Love it. So, oh, this one, lights, camera, bullshit. Anywho, yeah, so this home is healing me. It's helping me to come back to myself. Look at these gorgeous furs. This particular deer is still molting as if it was still alive, and that one's got its tail intact, which I do love. Look at this. Wouldn't you rather be doing it as the embroidery over the black screen? There's a particularly nice affirmation. I'm going to take you up into the bathroom to show you this one. Great wallpaper, huh? You might recognise it from the Awakening the Sacred Masculine series. Narrow stairs, very English. All the homes here are very narrow and thin and, yeah, several stories. Love this. This is what you see when you get out of the shower in the morning. Today we are staying hydrated, meditating, ignoring people who make us sad, and communicating our feelings. Now go be great. Just love it. So, you know, this I suppose is an inspiration to, my room, to look at how you can give your home a bit more love so that it holds you better. You know, it's a place where everywhere you look, it feeds and nourishes your soul in some way. So whether that's putting up affirmations or creating artwork, something that Jonny's done, he's been gluing Scrabble together. There was a nice one in the bathroom that just said nothing to do, nowhere to go. The other thing he's been doing a lot of is gold leaf. I'm just going to show you. It all started with this cup. Now, you'll know, many of you, I don't know the name of it, the Japanese tradition where if something is broken, instead of throwing it out, they mend it with gold leaf. And so, yeah, he's been doing a lot of that, which is that our house is an extension of our consciousness. It's an art therapy process, I suppose, for mending himself. And gold is the only metal that's incorruptible, and it represents pure consciousness. And I know that because my name means goddess of gold. So not as in bling, but as in alchemy. So yeah, that's where I'm at. And I'm hoping that you're all well and happy. And thanks for staying with me, even though I was off the airwaves, you know, doing my show. Had an interesting response to the show, very polarised. I had a 1-star review in the national newspaper from a chap who was rationally dominant and angry at my ideology because it challenged his paradigm of reality. And then a beautiful review from a woman journalist from China. And I'll share them with you, those of you that subscribe. So, and she also did a video interview with me. So yeah, it's, I think, indicative of, first of all, the lesson of if you dare to be yourself, not everybody will see you and get you, and focus on the ones that do rather than those that don't. But I'm so enjoying this fallow time, this time of allowing myself to just exist without any pressure to produce. So forgive me, this will be a short transmission, but wherever you are, I hope you can also give yourself permission for some being time and come home to your own heart. All right, big love to you. Thanks so much for being in my community, and a huge thank you to those of you who journeyed all the way to Scotland to support me and see me in the show. It was beyond incredible to be able to meet some of you and hug you, and others that volunteered to support me on the crew, and I'm truly humbled by that. All right, ciao for now.